Chatbot Builders. You have entered the AI Matrix. It is May 1st, 2024. My name is Ryan Baggott. I am the founder and CEO of Chatbot Builder AI, better known as the Chatbot King. If you don't know where you are, you're in a place where you're going to learn all about AI chatbots from experts in the real world that are actually not just talking about it, but they're doing it. I'm so happy and so pumped to bring in a guest you've never had before. Matter of fact, I don't know this gentleman, so he's actually not even a CBBer. He's not part of CB Bizzle, but this guy has been in the space for quite a long time, and he's going to be adding hopefully a lot of value, and we're going to learn a little bit about him and VoiceFlow. So without further ado, I've got to introduce you guys to my new homie, my man, Z. What's going on, baby?
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Every day is good. Thank you so much for joining me, man.
Yeah, most welcome. Thanks for inviting me over as well.
Absolutely. So, well, listen, why don't you just go ahead and tell the world who you are? This is your chance to get about 500 million views per video. YouTube doesn't show that, but just trust me, I see the analytics, you know what I'm saying? So tell the world, who are you, where are you from, what do you do, what got you into this world of AI chatbots, man?
Okay. So basically, my complete name is Farhat Izazi, and I'm like most people call me Izazi. And so basically, I am based in Pakistan, and I run an AI agency, which basically builds different type of chatbot on different platforms, mostly the low-code platforms. And then we do multiple AI API integrations using Zapier, Make, and all those things. So I have been in this field of chatbot development for almost a year and a half. And yeah, I have been building different type of chatbots for different clients all over the world. And I have been coordinating and collaborating with different AI agencies as well around the world. So yeah, let's discuss. What's the first question?
Totally. So what got you inspired to get into AI and marketing in general?
Without any doubt, like AI is the future. Like there's no question about it. Basically, when we were basically doing the customer support thing for distribution companies around US before 1.5 years. So in the due process, we learned there are many things that AI can replace humans in. And the first one was the customer support. If the
100%.
answer the queries of the people, of the customers, which were previously being done by tens and hundreds of people, especially in this part of the world, in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Philippines.
Shout out to my people in the Philippines. We have a large user base out there, and we love those guys. We love everyone from Korea to Fiji. So sorry, they don't get enough love out there in the Philippines, man.
So in this part of the world, like in each office, there are people who are providing customer support for companies in West, in Europe, in the United States. So I learned it like about a couple of years ago, like that AI is coming and AI is going to take over all the things. Yes, it would be more efficient than the humans. It would be faster. It would be more cheaper for the companies to have AI integrated in the system, in the database and all things. So I identified the gap and I searched for it, like how many people are willing to adopt this. And I learned that there is a huge market gap in it. So then I started learning about I started with ManyChat. So I started learning about the ManyChat and there were very few people in, like when I went to Upwork, I went to Fiverr and I searched like how many people are providing service on ManyChat and AI service, AI chatbot service. And I was amazed that there were around like 150 people only on Fiverr.
Yeah, Matt, a shout out to our Fiverr people. You know who you are. You've got some folks out there that have they've gone from the legacy to the level up with CBB. And one thing with me, I think is pretty apparent. I enjoy being a small company because I enjoy getting to know people. I enjoy getting to do things like this, talking to other people around the world, gaining insight, gaining information. I'm a big listener, a big watcher of things. And when I see new people enter in our ecosystem, whether it's Discord or Facebook or a paid subscriber, whatever, I try to make a point to be available. I give everyone my phone number. personal number. I try to answer the calls or call back and get to know these people, right? Because if they're supporting me, I want to support them. And I met a wonderful young woman who's been crushing the Fiverr game. And so one thing that we like to do is elevate our people no matter what way they're running their business. But that's super cool that you mentioned that, because I've not thought about Fiverr in years, and I just had this conversation yesterday.
Yeah. So yeah, when I went to the Fiverr, I checked the Fiverr, and I was amazed that there were only 100 and like around 100 people on Fiverr who was offering service of chatbots. I don't know, like they were offering multiple platforms, AnyChat, Chatbot Builder, and all those things. But Chatbot Builder wasn't there, I think, 2 years back. It was ManyChat. And I searched the people like who were offering those services, and each one of them had more than 100 reviews. So I was like amazed, and their average order size was almost $100. So you can
see, that's the thing people don't know. Can you kind of explain that? When people think of Fiverr, at least when I did initially, when it first came out, everything was $5. And as they grew, what happened? You had things that made it easier to make more money.
So when I started on Fiverr, I started basically all different things. And at that time, I had around 150 reviews, and I had completed like 500 orders. So I knew, like, for every 3 orders you complete, you only get review from the customer for only one review out of 3. Like, most of the people do not give the reviews. So if you have around 100 reviews, that means you have completed around 300 orders. That's an average on Fiverr. So if you have when I searched on Fiverr, the chatbot development service, I was amazed to see that. So when I checked the Fiverr, there were people who were making like $10,000 per year, and they were doing it part time. They were not doing it full time, and they were doing it. They were hundreds of. And then you can go on the Fiverr and you can click on one account and you can check order in progress. And when you check it, you are able to see like how many orders they are working on, and you can track that for a month or a week, and you can know that the volume of work that they're doing. So when I tracked it, I was amazed that they were making like 5 to 10 bots. Each person was making 5 to 10 bots per week. So this was a game changer for me. It completely blew my mind.
You just saw a huge opportunity, and you're like, bet, and here's where I'm going to get the customers.
Yeah, and there was only one person who was from Pakistan at that time who was doing that. I was amazed. Like,
I think I probably knew that person too.
Yeah, so because people in Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Philippines, they can compete easily because there's of course a gap in the currency difference. So they can offer the services at a quite lower price as compared to people who are living in the United States or in Europe.
That's something I wanted to just touch on real quick. I know that's why a lot of folks will outsource their work in all these different countries. We also have employees all around the world, but it's not due to a pricing factor. It's due to where they live. And there's a lot of time zones to cover. And we really pushed hard on customer service from our human agents who are evolving into what I'm calling prompt managers, because I think there's going to be a huge booming field, more so than prompt engineering. And that's why our chatbot is the best in the business as far as helping our customers get what they need done, which does indeed allow for our people to give better support, which I think is a great thing. AI and automation is just changing everything. So you're right on the money. I think you saw the signs early. Do you have any people that influenced you when you were first learning on YouTube or any other platform? Any folks you really watched or liked to learn from?
Yeah, I started about the YouTube videos, and then I connected with a person who's in Pakistan. Yeah, I got connected from there before starting, and then of course your favorite person, Kelly.
Kelly's the bomb, man. Kelly is the queen. We are so lucky she's with us.
Yeah,
but
she's the god of ManyChat.
I think her official title is Chatbot Queen, and it's agnostic of platforms. When you're the Chatbot Queen, you can go to any platform that you want to go to. But what has happened to a lot of people with the legacy platforms, I noticed VoiceFlow went through some sort of dark shirt, dark hat rebrand. I like it. But the legacy guys, they just were falling asleep at the wheel, and it was boring, and no innovation was happening. And on the flip side, the underdogs, the smaller folks like ourselves over at CBB, we're hungry. We want to take over. We want everything. We don't sleep. We grind, and we love our people. And I think a much more personal way, honestly. And so I think because we have innovated and we were the first to really dive in head first as a no-code platform, a serious no-code platform where you need no code, I think that we also had the benefit of timing. I wish I had launched earlier. Is my only regret. 2 months earlier, I could have, we could be doing a lot bigger numbers than we're doing now, and we're doing numbers now that I never thought in a million years we'd be able to do. And so thank you to all of CBB Nation. And the funny thing is, I think we're the lowest price. I think we're the only static price. Everyone can be very confident of what their bill is at the end of the month with CBB because there's no additional fees at all. We give all the margin to the people. But speaking of platforms, tell us why you ended up choosing VoiceFlow. You said you had some experience with BotPress and ManyChat. What made you go to VoiceFlow?
We started with the ManyChat, but the main problem with ManyChat is that ManyChat is good for social media platform, but it's not good for website. It does not have a good knowledge base and all those things. ManyChat was sufficient if you are a small company, if you wanted to automate your Facebook page or your Instagram page or your Instagram comment, DM, and all those things. But when it comes to a more complicated things, ManyChat had some serious problems. So then we switched, then we searched in the market, which one was the next famous platform, next popular platform at that time. And at the time it was VoiceFlow. They had some serious number of users.
Yeah, the owner likes to brag 220,000. I'm not sure how many BotPress has, and I'm not sure which, but they both have a lot of claimed users. We don't know how many people are active or how many are paying, but they're claimed users.
But people have switched from WordPress, that's for sure. People still use VoiceFlow, but many people have switched from the WordPress. One indicator what we use basically, like when we are searching for, is the freelance platforms. You can search Upwork, you can search freelancer.com, and you can search Fiverr. And you can see the jobs that are there for WordPress for the VoiceFlow. And you will understand that VoiceFlow has a far greater demand. People are looking for experts in VoiceFlow and WordPress. I'm not comparing CBB at the moment. Like I will go to that part as well. First, I realized that WordPress is going downward. They have stopped updating themselves. They were good when they were launched initially, but after some time, they stopped innovating. They stopped adding more features. And then this was so obvious that they would be out of the market very soon. And as compared to VoiceFlow, they were comparatively better to WordPress. They had multiple integration options and all those things. When I came to I started with the VoiceFlow then, and at some point of time, I realized that VoiceFlow is not a completely no-code platform. Yeah, so it needs a person who knows some kind of coding skills as well. It is for the professionals. It is not for a newbie.
I just want to do one thing really quick. Sorry, I just want to share. So I think this is an interesting thing here. I just wanted to verify that. We can see the number of users of BotPress. And you say when they launched, I don't know if you are referring to 2016, but according to their website, they launched in 2016 and they say they've got 300,000 users, over 1.5 million bots. So their users are making multiple bots. I guess that's how they're set up. I know nothing about BotPress, except I don't want to know anything about BotPress. But VoiceFlow, they're in a lot of talks right now, and I would like to understand why eventually that they're so popular. But so 2016 is when they started, and we started a year ago. So to put things into context, I'm going to remove this from my screen now. Continue, sorry about that. I just wanted to check on that when they launched.
So WordPress was at the time quite famous, but over the time, it started declining. My analysis is based on the number of jobs that come on the social media platform, on the freelance platforms. So if you go to the freelance platform right now, you would see very few jobs of WordPress as compared to VoiceFlow. So VoiceFlow has, if you go to Upwork right now, search for the jobs, you will find many jobs of VoiceFlow. You will go to Fiverr, you can find it. You will go to people per hour, you will find it. Yeah, when VoiceFlow came in, it was the top of the time at the time. I don't know why. They might have hired some influencers or something. They
Yeah, they hired old Liam. Everybody knows that, and I think Liam is probably a big reason for the shift of people starting with BotPress in the last year, because he was getting paid by them, and they had a deal going on, so he had a big push, and then that deal ended, and then he makes a deal with VoiceFlow, and now his whole tribe of people that are now broken up and confused, they either, I think, went there, stayed in BotPress and failed, or they're trying to figure this VoiceFlow stuff out. And I don't know if everyone is cut out for the VoiceFlow.
I started learning the VoiceFlow. I started learning the coding and the integration with the VoiceFlow. And
that's a great question. How much? I'm sorry to interrupt you. How much coding do you think is required in VoiceFlow's ecosystem for someone to actually do something meaningful? A lot, percentage wise. What do you think? If someone wants to never touch code, would you recommend VoiceFlow?
not at all. Not at all.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure they do like position themselves as pretty low code, if not no code. I'm not sure.
There's a marketing gimmick, basically. And
You can't say that. You can't say that if you use their stuff, man. I'm trying to get you some brownie points over there. Maybe they give you some free accounts after they see this interview, because I know they watch everything. I love that.
if you have to use VoiceFlow, you have to learn coding, you have to learn API integrations, and you have to learn JavaScript.
Holy moly! You gotta learn all that.
You just want to build yourself. If you want a chatbot for your own website, and if you do not have a coding background, and if you want to make a chatbot, then I would definitely not recommend you. I would definitely ask you to come to us, and then we can do it for you. But not if you are a newbie. I really no for it.
I can understand that. I can totally understand that. So, in your opinion, what do you think the best feature that VoiceFlow has is?
VoiceFlow has
The best feature, yeah.
I would go with the knowledge base. Like, I'm not comparing it again. I'm not comparing it with the chatbot builder, but I'm.
Oh yeah, you don't get. Nobody compares with us, though, baby. It's all good. You don't got to compare us with anybody. We're in a different planet.
I'm comparing it with the WordPress. I'm comparing it with the ManyChat and all those things. All the plugins that I have used previously before using the VoiceFlow. Yeah, the knowledge base integration in the VoiceFlow is completely mind blowing. You can include all you want. Like, you can include hundreds of PDF in the knowledge base. Number one. Number two, if you have a very comprehensive website of your company, you can include all the links in it, and you can include a sitemap in it. So it can read from all the material that is present in your website and use it as a knowledge base, and can use it for answering the questions of the customers. It can also do product recommendations. If you are an e-commerce company, for example, if you are a gym company and you are selling gym equipments, so if a customer asks, for example, that can you please suggest me some of the equipments for my home gym, because I'm trying to build a home gym.
Mm-hmm.
So, and my pricing ranges from $100 to $1,000. So the VoiceFlow would go to the website and use the material the prices that are present on the website, and it will understand the description of each and every equipment that is present on the website, on the e-commerce website that you have on, and then it will provide product recommendations as well. So this is other great feature of VoiceFlow. Number 3, you can use PipeFrame in it.
Yeah, they copied us on that one. They saw my videos on that I've been doing for over a year. I love it. They're using the same form too. Bravo. I already left a comment on someone else's YouTube video I saw last night, and I said they're using my form. I love it. Dude, the imitation is the best form of flattery, but we got some things that just can't be replicated. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I love it. I just had to point that out there. Shout out to the dev team watching my videos. Thank y'all. Sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, they have the iframe option as well. You can, like, if you are booking a company.
Added it 3 days ago. Yeah. We've had it for a year and a half. They're watching, baby. Everybody's watching us there.
So VoiceFlow, of course, has a knowledge base, and it can be updated. For example, if you update your website after a week, and you update their stocks that are present in your warehouse after a week, or if you update any information on your website, and you can set it up, then the VoiceFlow knowledge base can automatically update as itself as well. So it's a good feature of VoiceFlow is like it can update everything. Yeah, this is it has another great feature. It has the voice capability as well. And you can create voice bots as well.
So let's not mislead people there. How do you do that? Because that's not out of the box, is it? What does that mean exactly? Because our voice bots mean when you create an account in a Chatbot Builder, what happens is, are you still there? I swear your thing keeps cutting out, dude. Is that on your side? It has to be. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm doing a speed test right now. And I know my speed is good. Speed test. Yeah, I'm at like 300. I'm at 500 megabits. Oh, now I see you. Unmute yourself. Yeah, you like it froze up again for a second. I don't know if you could hear me that whole time, but you froze up on there for a second just now. So I was trying to make sure like my speed was good. My speed's straight, so I don't think it's me. Do I look clear on your camera?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I don't know the last thing that you started with. So if you get that last thought or the last point your friend was helping you make, if you could hit that point again, we're still recording. But I just want to make sure that you hit that properly.
Yeah. So VoiceFlow, you can also implement the bot on the hardware. So it is an Alexa bot as well. You can implement it on any hardware. So
what do you mean by that? Implement it on any hardware. What does that mean exactly? I'm sorry.
You can implement it. Basically, you can implement it on a C-Series or as any other hardware that you have. It has that feature as well. So it's not just for the website and social media. It can be implemented on any hardware as well.
What's some hardware you put it on?
For example, one of the client that I have, he made it basically a toy, and we coded it using the VoiceFlow. And what it did was like it was implemented on that children's toy. And what it did was like when the children communicated with the toy, it get upgraded with that. For example, if the children ask, "Tell me the time," or "Tell me a story," then the chatbot would automatically start, and it can be, of course, tell a story to the child. So it has a feature to be implemented on different hardwares. I don't know if other bots have this capability. Like, for example, if the ManyChat has it or not, but VoiceFlow have it. It can be implemented on any toys or any hardware. It is not just for the social media and for the website.
Then would be phone calls, right? Not only text messaging as well. That'd be a separate integration. Yeah. So let me ask you this: in your experience, if you have experience on both the social media side of marketing or at least the messenger side, do you feel like more customers are going through that web chat, or do you think they're going through on social media? Where do you think? Okay, here's the best way to frame the question: are most chats taking place on websites or social? What do you think?
Also, the website nowadays.
You think so? You think there's more chatting going on chatbot bubbles instead of applications like Messenger and WhatsApp and Instagram? Let's just be clear.
No, I think Messenger, Instagram, these are things that most of the chat is going on.
Yes. So social media is going to be, in general, far more traffic as far as conversations go from B2C, which is what we focus on, B2C AI, talking about business communication, right? So for me, I don't know how old you are, but I would assume 30, I'll be 35 in a couple months. So I'm probably a little older than you. For me, I've seen something completely different happen in the past 2 years, where it's always been about messenger marketing first when it came to chatbots, because they were the first ones to really have any sort of robust system. Even before website bots were so common, messenger bots were a thing. And so I can tell you, VoiceFlow and BotPress don't have even their own automation on their social media channels, at least on Messenger that I see, which is insane. But there's many billions more messages going through on social media per day than there are on web chats per day. So someone that builds web chat ecosystems specifically and only is going to get, in general, at scale, far less leads or far less activity than they would if they were to instead only use social. What we do is we incorporate all means of communication. So while I don't necessarily care about adding an Alexa feature right now, or whatever you're referring to as devices, at least as far as the way that the customer communicates with the business, what we've done at Chatbot Builder is we've incorporated every conversation into the inbox. And so it's tracked over time. And so whether it's a call or a text or a Facebook message, we have everything synchronized. And so we have the entire customer journey available. As far as knowledge bases go, I did have a question for you here. And I know nothing about VoiceFlow, but I understand their knowledge feature could be super cool. I'm assuming this is how I would add my URL here. Does that look right to you? Does that look right?
Yeah, add source. Click on the add source on the right hand side.
We're on the right hand side. Where am I going here?
On the completely opposite side.
Okay. Oh, add data source. Yeah. And then here's URL. And so say I wanted, that's my website right there. Is that the best way that I should type it, just like this?
Yeah.
This is the best way. I just want to just see something here. This is what it's capturing. This is very important, guys. In this case, I can hit preview. So I've given just my home page, and I'm going to hit preview, and I'm going to say, this is where I could ask a question theoretically against this knowledge base of just one page, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay, I'm going to just say, how much is it? How much is it? No answer found. That answer is definitely on the home page. Let's be a little bit more fair there. Let's go to the pricing page just because I'm curious. There's nothing but pricing here. Pricing. Let's see if it'll add this. Let's just test it. Yeah, add data source. Here's a URL. And they made it very easy for the refresh rate, that's great. It's a good interface there. And it trains pretty quickly. Ours should be done by now, but it's vectorizing things, in my opinion, that don't need to be vectorized probably. But let's click on, okay, so it just goes to the page. And so basically, from what I understand here, it's just going to pull from whatever source it thinks is the best source. Do you have any control over that?
No, we do not.
That sucks, bro. So like basically the information here, you can't edit this. Holy smokes, guys. This is a huge, VoiceFlow. I mean, do a little something here real quick. I'm a good person, man. I try to help people everywhere. But in this case, VoiceFlow. This is Ryan from the future talking to you guys specifically. Give these guys the ability to edit this stuff, because otherwise you're never going to get a good answer. It is just roll the dice. We don't play that at CBB because when you're doing client work, it's not good to roll the dice. But let's just see if I add my pricing in here. I would assume it's got to get it correct. So we'll say, how much is it? Got to give it to us now. Holy smokes, dog. Come on, dog. How's this? What's wrong with this thing? I need to refresh it? Hold on. Let me just see. Is it me? Again, I have no experience. That could totally be user error. And if it is, I apologize. But can I ask it? What can I ask it? That would be an okay question, do you think? I want to know about the price. Okay, so how about if I say, what features do you offer?
Yeah. What are your services, or where are you located?
Got to give us something. Okay, cool. Look at this. Features. The features offered include unlimited user seats, cross-channel support, built-in. It's like sabotage. So this is the other thing. Okay, bet. This is where they're getting the source information there. And so I think that is super interesting. Like, you've got maybe a lot of characters that you don't need. Let's look at another data source. So plain text, that's great. Can sitemap integration. So they're going to have integrations with other backroom deal applications where they'll just connect some sort of data, like Zendesk or maybe a Salesforce, which is really nice. That'll be a very common thing. But man, maybe I'll do one more URL. And let's just go. Let's see if we can do this one, because this is one that we could definitely do. Let's do this blog about Danny, because this thing has got to understand this one. Import. It's got to. This is such a small blog. It's got to be accurate. All right, so let's see. Can we see? Oops. I want to be able to see what it said. Okay, so look. Now it looks like we've got some things, or just everything here. I can't even tell. Okay, so let's say preview. Who is Danny? Let's see if it knows that. It's got to know that. Danny, boom. So this is the best answer so far. And that came from a blog. So that's really cool. It's really interesting. And he said this is probably your favorite feature though, right? Is this the way you include the knowledge base? And is that because you want to just get it done fast and want to be done with it and off to the next one? Is that pretty much it? Is it for you? Are you more concerned about scaling quantity, or do you care more about the quality of the build?
Yeah. So yeah, this has a feature. This is a good feature. If you have a very complex website and you have many pages on your website, so all of that can be integrated, and all of this can be scripted in it. Yeah, all of these can be scripted in it. So that's a better feature as compared to the previous bots like ManyChat and all those things, and WordPress as well. So
I got you, man. You've been talking about this for a while, and so before I guess we end this, I made a feature just for you. I did, because it's been not just for you, but it's pretty popular. A lot of people have asked for it, and I think we're going to have an even better solution soon. But let's see. We'll just call it Testbot. This is how you make an account with us. We start with web chat. Oh, where did you go? I think you might have left us. Oh, okay, there he is. Man, I was worried. I was like, dang, you just dipped. Y'all good?
yeah.
All right. Cool. This is an account with us, and we talked, and I really just honestly love to learn, and I wanted to know what was the allure behind VoiceFlow. And I'll never ever be disrespectful to you or any of my guests, and I definitely know that you're not lazy. You're a hustler, and I love it. You're looking in all the places to find the customers, and you're attacking things, and I hope you're making a bunch of money. It's honestly my true prayer for you. Sure, you're doing great, and I love the shirt, by the way. Looking popping, pimping, I love it. But I did make this for you and all the CBBers out there. In this case, there's no AI involved, and we're a platform all about AI. But what we're going to do is we are going to get this link. I made this last night. I did a live on it. It's called Search GPT. And so what we'll do is we'll just do a little test. And so my method, maybe it sucks, maybe it's great. But what we want to do is we've got I was already on this page earlier, so that's why you see it twice. We can make that look prettier by adding load content equals 0. And it'll be a clean conversation. But this is what I implemented for you, because I wanted to blow your mind. That's my job as a CEO and Chatbot King, is to blow minds. And so we can search URLs, or we can search the web. We can search the web out of the box. Let's just use, so we're comparing apples to apples, the same URLs. And so we'll go here. Here was the first URL that we got, right? Just about regular one. And we could see the thing here, right? This is the knowledge that it pulled. So this is it, okay? And so this same website here, we'll go over here, and let's just paste it. And so let's see what happens here. And bam. Oh, that's just a stupid link right there. This is the wrong link. I got the wrong link. Where's my link? Chatbot Builder link. So now I've got the correct link. And we'll just add a new URL. And so I'll paste it here. Let's see if we get jiggy. And let's see if we get a more better knowledge base. I think that's already more better than these dudes, because you've got one paragraph here and some other links in my Google tracking code, which I think is funny. That's characters that you don't need, that I would assume is getting attached to your bill over at VoiceFlow. If they're keeping all these characters, duplicate characters, I think this is no bueno. When you look here, we've done things extremely smart. We took away all that stuff, and we've gotten as much as possible. And we could then say, you know what, let's add another URL. And so before, I think here, I don't think the pricing was very good. Yeah, it's like nothing here. So I'm going to use the same link again. So we're just being fair, and we'll see if we get a better answer with CB Bizzle. And so enter the URL, and it's going to be super duper fast. And I think is gangsters start building world-class AI. What does it say here on our page? Start building world-class AI all the way through. And so this will have all the information that we do need as far as our pricing and what you have, what you're allotted. And so then we could create the knowledge base. And this is where the key comes in. And this is why bot press bots that use URLs suck balls. This is why, in my opinion, VoiceFlow chatbots could be much better, is they're doing things the lazy way. They're doing things in ways that they want to try to get as much text in there as possible, because while I don't understand their pricing fully, what I do understand is they're waxing. And I see the complaints. I see the YouTube, like, how do I learn my token context? I'm going over all the time. We never had this problem. And as a matter of fact, I give 3 million tokens for free because of the price drop. But we can see this, my friend, is a knowledge base. I can take this and immediately use this in my prompt, and it's going to give me an excellent start. It's going to use minimal tokens, but it's going to use things correctly. But then to really just kick it up a notch, I added search the web. And so one of the things that is super popular as of like yesterday is, have you heard of GPT-2 chatbot? That new thing that, like, as of yesterday. So I'm just going to, just like I would on Google, I'm going to say, what is GPT-2 chatbot? And we're going to search the web, baby. After this thing, I got two results that'll pop up now. But what I'll do when I get off of here, I'm going to give 10 results, and then we'll see what the community thinks. So it'll be 10 links, 10 results, and then one AI summary of all of the different search results that we've pulled. I believe we're the first chatbot platform in existence that have ever provided anything like this that costs no money. And so in this case, I'm able to see, here's the result number one. This is basically, if I Googled this, is probably what I would find right now. Matter of fact, let's test that just to see. If I was just going to go to, just paste that in there. What's going to be our first thing that we see? Tom's Guide versus Gizmod. So if I go here instead, I'll bet you I'll see, I don't know exactly, it might point Bing too, but it's going to be very accurate stuff. Chatbot, ChatGPT. This is, I'm going to pull 10 results, man. That'll be the thing that we do. I think it'll really make this even better. So it'll be results, URL, all the way down for 10. And then what we'll do is we'll take all of those results and then we'll use AI to summarize the thing so that you'll have a really good interpretation of what that most current search's results pertain. And it's not about, just because you can include every bit of text and HTML and whatever, doesn't mean you should. I guess the other thing I'd like to just show before we jump off of this thing, and I really appreciate your time, you've been super cool, is, again, I thought that when VoiceFlow came out, it was going to be super sick because VoiceFlow, like, I was even interested in this because I was interested in phone bots. We have the phone channel and multiple integrations for it. I don't believe they do, but phone calls and chatbots, when you can make your messenger bot and your website bot and your phone bot all do the same thing, this is a game changer, man. And so we just made things in a way that it should be just so easy. You should just feel like there's nothing holding you back. And so I just want to just preview this, and we'll show what a real VoiceFlow, in my opinion, looks like. I'm just going to be like, phone here, hey, who is this that I'm speaking with? And it should just tell me basically something like voice note. Yes. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's gangster. It just said, you're speaking with ChatGPT, a large language model AI. I can see that here. Play it here. Play my message. Play the message previously. And then look, you basically just see everything, which I think it's just so fun to see. I can assign the conversation to myself or any external team member. I don't think VoiceFlow can do that, can they? They don't have a signing in the inbox. They don't have an inbox, do they? How do you see the messages that come in? They don't have an inbox. So you're just like the business owner. This is something that will end here, because I think this is like the mic drop moment, and the thing that I think people really need to understand. And then we'll jump off. And again, I appreciate the time. Without an inbox, how does the business owner know what's going on?
Okay, so they have, the VoiceFlow also have a transcript. You did not put it in inbox.
Transcript.
Yeah, the user can see like the developer can see at the back end.
And so if they just couldn't necessarily jump in. Is there live chat from the website chat widget? So like if there's a customer on the website, and they had a question, and maybe the owner is looking at the transcript in real time, maybe is there a way that he can jump in on the web chat and talk back, take over, like human takeover?
Yeah. If the person is seeing it in the real time, he can also answer the question. It has
From VoiceFlow. Is that from VoiceFlow internally?
but you,
I want to see what does that look like. Where do I find that at? Because that'd be very interesting to see. That's one thing I didn't think they had. Here, transcripts, test assistant. How would I send a message to someone from the web chat?
for example, someone is sending it.
Yeah, so say the customers sending messages to my web chat. I'm the owner of the business. I want to hand off the conversation to me, and I want to start typing. How do I do that?
Oh, yeah, we cannot answer it for you. I cut you off. I got confused. If we cannot answer it, we can see it, of course. We cannot answer
You
it.
can't answer. So I'm just like, I'm going to be like sitting there in misery. What's that? I can't talk back? Oh, you just see it. So I could be a business owner witnessing my chatbot giving out wrong information. I can't do nothing. That's the mic drop right there, guys. That's it. This is a big problem, baby. It's a big problem. And man, you've opened up my eyes. I really appreciate it. You really have confirmed everything that I thought was true. I learned a lot from you. And man, I think that as much as many barriers. What's that?
The pricing thing is also different. Like the pricing plans are completely different in the VoiceFlow. They give you like 2 million tokens.
Yeah.
If you're a company which have a lot of customers coming in and they are engaging in the chats regularly, so it can happen that, for example, in 15 days or 20 days, your whole 2 million tokens can just go off, and then you have to purchase the $50 again. So this is one of the basic issue that most of the people in the VoiceFlow are concerned about. Even the users are concerned about, because they
You know how many of our users are worried about tokens, man? You wouldn't have any users at CBB worried about tokens? Zero. Because I myself pay for them. I pay for every user myself. I better be OpenAI's like number one customer, man, at this point. They better love me. They do love us for tier 5, baby. We're meta partners too. That's something that I think that they need to focus on, is getting their meta game right and get certified, become a partner. If we can do it, they can do it. We're smaller than them. We've taken no investment. We don't need any. But our co-creators are our investors. My man, you have been so fun to talk to. We've learned so much about you and chatbots. I think we can all agree that the technology and the demand for what we do as people that are AI experts is only going to increase. Did you have any last words that you would like to say? And be sure to let people know that if they're interested in chatbot builds, to contact you. Now, before I preface that, how long does it take for a general build, by the way? Do you have I know it's built, it's bot to bot, everything's unique, but in general, do you have a turnaround time that we could let people know, so if people are wanting something quickly, should they come to you? Or if they're wanting something that's super complex and meaningful that might take a week or two, is that your clientele, or you're open to anyone? Just let the people know any last words that could help you make more money, man, whether it's with that company, VoiceFlow or whatever, or CB Bizzle. At the end of the day, you're an awesome dude, smart dude, and any way that we can help you become more visible online to get more customers and to showcase your AI expertise, which you clearly are, that's the goal. Send us off, baby.
Yeah, of course. After hearing you, I have used the Chatbot Builder a couple of times, not regularly, but I have used it. So yeah, it has been a complete game changer. And with more people coming towards the Chatbot Builder, I think it would be much more simpler for us as well. And yeah, I would like to add one more thing.
Yeah, anything.
I have used the make integromat with the Chatbot Builder. So it is basically, if you compare it with the VoiceFlow, if you want to connect the VoiceFlow with the make, if you have to connect VoiceFlow to any other software using make, so it can only do the data transfer. It is not in the Chatbot Builder. It is present on your website. The make is in, if you open the make, you can see the chatbot builder in it. So it is natively available.
It is what now?
It is completely simpler. Yeah.
I didn't hear that last part. You said it wasn't available?
Natively available. Chatbot builder is natively available on Wake. So it is completely easier to customize it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
It can just transfer the data.
Yeah, we've got things. VoiceFlow doesn't have e-commerce. We didn't even, I'm not gonna. Every one of these legacy platforms is like seriously nothing but a punching bag that's too fun to punch. When you're like Mike Tyson punching it, it's just too fun to do it. So I don't even need to do that. I don't want to come across anyway. Like when you call yourself the Chatbot King, it takes a little bit of bravery, right? Because anybody could call out someone for claiming that, but I claim that for our entire platform. It's symbolic. It's not even me. But like until someone dethrones us, which I don't see happening because of our people and the technology, and I just really dislike sleeping in general, I think that we're just going to just continue to lead the way. And at the end of the day, what we can be sure of is the people right now in the world, just like you, no matter where you are, because we've got people from Florida to Fiji to Africa, you name it. If you're not involved in AI, you're done. You're toast and you don't even know it yet. The people like you that are heavily immersed in AI, no matter what tool you use, if you can use it well, this is real. This is the realest thing I'm going to say on this whole deal. And this is totally ain't going to help my pockets, but it's all about money. And that's something that's very clear in the community with us. It's not all about money. It is about helping people. You're so intelligent and you're so well-versed and you're so open-minded and you're so quick to move, which is like all the things my homie Gary Vee loves, all the characteristics, you've got them. No matter what tool you use, you're going to be very successful. I can see that. And I wish nothing but massive success for you. And I think that the smart move is to always keep your eyes open. There's going to always be new kids coming on the block, new software, better upgrades from legacy stuff. So once you've got some foundations, I think, and you've got your groove, you're Gucci, as I say. And again, you've been amazing to have on this podcast. This is something a lot of people would not do, especially if they've not used the tool. I'll tell you, a lot of people are intimidated. They don't understand what we do. And some people are either overconfident or some people are just terrified because they know that what they're backing can't compare. And in your case, you are brave, my man. You are well-versed. And I have nothing but the most mad respect for you, dude. I wish you were our customer just because you're a badass. But I'll tell you this, you have our support in any way that we can, dude. Any way that we can support you without mentioning other brands, I'm happy to do it.
Of course, yeah. Now on, of course, I would be also introducing Chatbot Builder to my clients as well.
Oh, don't tell me I converted you now. Don't tell me that converted this man that well into attention. I really had after our conversation, this is for the audience too, like this guy, I asked him 5 or 6 questions before we like totally agreed to do this. It's been in the works for a while. And he's the only one. Like Kelly put it out there, I put it out there, Oz put it out there. He's the only one with the cojones to do this. And such respect for that. And I had absolutely zero intention of trying to get you to convert. That's not the purpose of this, by the way. VoiceFlow, I'm not taking your customers. They're just coming over at their own will. But man, if I just converted you, that feels like a slam dunk. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group and Discord, you really need to be, because I think you get instant like celebrity there. Okay. And I think it would take you no more than an hour to learn our system with all that you're required to do with bot press and VoiceFlow that you've done. We do all of it for you, bro. And it'll be people like you that make our tool better, where I don't know how much these other companies really listen to their users on what they want. Again, I want to bring things as fast as possible in the best way possible, but the search thing, I knew this was a bot press, I knew this was a VoiceFlow, their trick in like the early days of the AI, but I also knew that there's going to be better ways and vector in embeds. As we see, it's not getting all the data and it's getting a bunch of junk characters, whereas I made sure everything is clean as possible. I made sure that you're not going to get dumb things in there, and it's going to be then optimized with one other click. And I think people like you are going to be like, yo, because this happens every day. People hit me, they'll call me from all around the world. They'll call me, text me, message me. I don't see them all the time. I don't answer every day, but they'll have the best feature idea. And shout out again to Ryan Pilgrim, who gave me the idea for the next URL. Because again, I was preparing for this interview, man. I wasn't going to have you come up on here and say, you guys suck because you can't read URLs. So you gave me motivation I needed. And so I want to thank you for that too. Like seriously, no joke. Thank you for that, because you could have kept all the information yourself. Yeah, man, I know. You could have kept that information yourself, but you were so transparent and so honest, and I appreciated it, man. And I surprised everyone last night in CBB Nation with the video, but I was hoping to impress you. Not maybe to win you over. We would love to have you, and we'll treat you with nothing but loyalty. That's what we do. But that's not the goal here. You're going to be successful no matter what tool you use. And again, I'm happy to be your colleague, and you're welcome back on our show at any time, dude. And we'll be sure to make a bunch of cool clips out of this, make you look like the AI gangster that you are, and get you more business, baby. That's the idea. Any last words before we jump off, man?
Thank you for the support. Thank you for the... Yeah. To be honest, the best part of this dream was like I was able. Can you hear me? Yeah. So I was able to learn that the URL part that you can add on the Chatbot Builder, because that was a basic concern that I had previously. If you can include that knowledge base, a detailed, in-depth knowledge base in the Chatbot Builder. But you cleared, and you told me that you introduced that days ago. So
I know I made it for you today. I made it last night. I introduced it last night because, yeah, I've been working on it since we talked a week ago, bro. Because I was like, man, I'm going to show this guy things can happen. And some people in software actually care about what people are saying. And so many people have asked for this. I believe, honestly, this is the truth. I believe that in the next 2 months, OpenAI or Google will already come out with an endpoint that like makes what I just make look like trash. Maybe they're the best companies in the world, right? Smartest people. But I was tired of waiting on them. I wanted the Bing search. The Bing search seemed to be the one. That's what Meta's using. It looks like Meta. Matter of fact, shout out to CBB Nation who told me this. Meta's double dipping. If you search Meta AI on Messenger, you're going to get results from Bing. But if you search Meta AI on Instagram, guess where they come from? Google. It's they're testing the waters. Meta smart like that. I've got my eyes on it, and I'm always watching Zuck. Thank you, Zuck, for all the years of good fortune I've had with you and Meta, and I'll eventually forgive you guys for messing with my Father's Day last year. That's another episode. But man, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. You're a real deal champion. Anytime you need anything from us, you let me know. I think we've set up people very well. And I think the price is a flat fee, no matter what, no matter how many team members, no matter what you do. It is a solid deal, but I'm happy to give that to you for being our guest today. And with that, man, I just got to say thank you.
As well. And it was a great one.
It was good. Is it a last question? And be honest now. I can always tell when someone's being honest. Was it less or more fun than you anticipated? This right here, this deal.
It was more fun, to be honest.
That's what I'm talking about. Because you had no idea what to expect. And that's why and I take this the right way, I hope. You are an OG. Man, VoiceFlow's lucky to have you. I don't know how long they'll have you for, but they're lucky right now. And we want more people like you.
You would be having...
I'm sorry? What did you say? I'm sorry?
I'm saying that you would be having me from right... Yeah, you would be having me as well from play.
We just won? Man, well, listen, after we get off this call, I'm going to get the account ID from you. I think you're going to be the king of AI. And we're Pakistan. There's a lot of smart people. Is that where you say you live? Is it Pakistan? I know a lot of people out there, and there's some super smart people in your country, especially with this technology stuff. And I think that there's a big opportunity out there. But listen, there's a reason not everybody knows about CBB, because we don't want everybody. That's the trick. We're not getting tricked into these big numbers. We want the best. That's the whole difference. The whole difference is the quality of people. You're no scammer, okay? You know your stuff. You're an expert, and I'm telling you, I can spot an expert a mile away in the way they carry themselves, the way they talk. You are CBB, man. You belong with us. And I'm just saying, I was totally not trying to like sell you on anything, because I figured you're totally set in your ways. But man, having that open mind, always wanting the best for your clients, That's what makes you the winner. When you want the best for your clients, you can't lose. And so that's the way I look at things. And man, you're a champion, dude. I agree. This is far more fun than I expected as well, although I love to have fun. That's what we do at CBB. So please consider joining us. Join our Facebook group. Our Discord is really good. Our Facebook group is heavily protected, and we really keep the highest quality people there. We have very little spam, if ever, and our community polices itself. As soon as we see something funny or fishy, they're getting flagged, they're getting booted, and that's why we have high engagement. It's very hard to get in, but it's very exclusive, but people are making money. I'll end here. Guys, it was before I got on the podcast last night to show you guys the tool I made for our friend here. I'm glad he was impressed. Hey, it is impressive though, right? Search GPT is cool. People like you and the rest of the CBB Nation are our co-creators. We don't have customers. No customers, only co-creators. That's what we call everyone, because we're all in this together. Like 3 of those buttons that I added like after the fact because we had people tell me to add them, and it was a great idea. And so I'm thinking, people like you, I can see your mind spinning. You're like, oh man, I might have some dev control in here. Bet. Those kind of people, like, if I could only do this, I'm the type of person I'll do everything I can to bring that for you. So you can do that. Then you do scale. But I'm hoping you thought that was cool. We'll make it better. You and all these other geniuses we've got some really great programmers and devs. They're the ones that have, at probably last 6 months, have come up with all the good ideas. I can't take credit. I cannot take credit. They've come up with all the good ideas. So if we keep getting the best people, guess what? We'll keep getting the best ideas, which means we'll keep going right ahead. Thank you so much for the time, and thank you so much for joining us, man. And thank you, CB Nation, and to all of the other folks out there. Y'all, if he switches from VoiceFlow to CBB, I might have to do something crazy. That'll definitely be a blog post. We'll definitely get him to come back. And just like everyone else that is brave enough to get on camera, he's going to see all of the benefit. That's what made me so pumped before that podcast last night. And before we were showing off Search GPT, I was thinking about this episode we're doing right now. And I was praying. I was like, man, I hope this blows this dude away. Like, I know I'm not going to get him as a customer. I get that. I'll accept that. I respect that. But man, I hope it blows him away at least. And maybe he considers this one day. But if we get him right now, I might have to come on live again today later on, just say how much I'm thankful for all of you guys at CBB, including our newest members. And with that, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Hope you got a lot of value. If you're thinking of switching from any platform, it's always great to keep an open mind. Check reviews, check with groups, check Discord on all these platforms. Check your G2 reviews. And thank you for those of you guys that have left us a review. We truly appreciate it. And we're taking over this thing, man. You're going to be either with Chatbot Builder AI, building the best AI solutions in the world, or you're going to be with some of these other brands that care more about their brand than their customers. And what we care about, Chatbot Builders. With that,